it so.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys 10 tips on how I lost 20 plus kgs. Yes, you heard that right. So in the span of around 9.5 months, I have lost 25 kgs. Let me tell you something, for a person who has been overweight her entire life, it is one of the greatest achievements and I'm really beyond proud of myself, and so is my family and my closest friends. I feel like I wish I really had someone who guided me through my journey so that I wouldn't have to go through a few difficulties that I did. And here I am giving you guys the best 10 tips, and hopefully it helps you guys. The first tip is having a fixed emotional mindset. By this I mean that you need to completely have a fixed mindset that okay, yeah, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to start my journey, and I'm not going to be munching on everything. I'm not going to be having junk food all the time. Let me give you an example. I knew that I wanted to lose weight. It's just that I did not have a proper plan. I had no changes in my diet, nothing. I wanted to lose weight all my life and I could not. Last year when I was in 12th, I knew that once 12th ends, after my boards, the 3-month gap that I'm going to be having, I would go to the gym, and I did not actually think I would lose weight, but I would at least give it a try, which is why I gave myself the time period of not exactly a year, but a few months, the college time that I had in 12. I ate a lot. I ate a lot of junk food because I knew that once I start my journey, I would not be able to eat any of those foods, and I had a lot of food. I had samosa, pani puri, momo, and a lot of junk food on a daily basis. And now that I look back, what was I doing? But yeah, at that time I knew that once I start, I won't be able to eat much, and I gave it my all. I had my enjoyment period, and I started after 12th, and I've been consistent ever since. The second tip is having a proper plan about your fitness. I have tried to lose weight all my life, and I've never really succeeded at it except the first, the actual time I've been consistent with my plan and everything. I used to go to the gym since I was in 10th grade, but it wasn't really an actual plan. I would just go and just do cardio and no changes in my diet, nothing. But after 12th ended, I joined an actual gym where I had a personal trainer for 3 months, and I did not know what to do in the gym. That's why I opted for a personal trainer. And once college started, I learned how to manage on my own. They gave me a certain card and I followed that routine and I saw results. Here's a really important tip. If you think that you can just eat and it's okay, you're gonna burn off the calories, it does not work that way. At least for the first few months that you try to lose weight, you have to cut down on eating junk food and a lot of sweets and everything. Only then you're gonna see results. It is a 80% and 20% ratio. It is 80% of the food that you eat and 20% of the workout that you do. If you do not change what you eat, there is no changes you're going to see on your body. Here comes the third tip. This is where I start being a little bit mean, but if I am not mean, you're not going to see any changes. I'm sorry. Stop eating everything that comes in a packet and junk food. Anything that comes in a packet is considered not exactly unhealthy, but it does not help in your weight loss. I have stopped munching on chips, snacks, or anything. Even my mom makes homemade snacks as well. I don't really eat it. There are healthy options. I have them once in a while, but on a daily basis to munch on anything, I do not. It's just that I have my proper meals, the 3 meals I eat in a day, and I'm kind of full with it. So I don't really have the need and the urge to sit and eat junk food all the time. Once in a while, yeah, when I'm with my friends, when I'm with my family, I have, because I also want to enjoy my life, right? I cannot just be living off that, okay, I'm on a weight loss journey, I can't eat anything. It's not like that. When you know you are going to be eating, just have a little bit control over it and you'll be good to go. The fourth tip is, and this is one of the most important tips, start with a calorie deficit. If you don't know what a calorie deficit means, it means that you are going to be eating lesser calories than how much you burn in a day. there is this website called as Calorie Calculator where you put in your height, weight and age and your gender, and it gives you how many calories that you are supposed to be consuming per day. It also gives you options of losing weight. You can like lose weight 0.5 kgs in a week, you can lose like 0.2 kgs in a week, or it gives you various options of that sort. I have stuck to a plan that makes me lose around 0.3 kgs to 0.5 kgs per week, and if I stay consistent throughout the week, I do see results with it. So calorie deficit is a must if you really want to lose weight, because if you do not go on a calorie deficit, you are just going to be like, you know, losing weight suddenly, and it's just going to come rushing back, and you'll just have like a weight loss and not actually a fat loss. Those are two different things. Weight loss is very simple. You just don't eat, you just, you know, eat very less calories, just work out a lot, and instantly you'll see the scale drop. But fat loss is where you actually lose the fat in your body, and it does not gain back very easily until you just decide to go off your entire plan. The fifth tip is make fruits and vegetables your best friend. This is something I've learned very late in my weight loss journey. When I started, it was very difficult for me. I had 4 months just to lose 10 kgs, and in those 4 months, I would still be craving junk food or you know, like little bit snacks throughout the day. I'd be like, okay, I'm having a little, it's okay. Later, I realized that your body requires a lot of fiber. You have to add fruits and vegetables to every meal. As I mentioned before, I don't really munch on anything. Why? Because I have at least one fruit in a day that keeps me full between my breakfast and my lunch. It's either an apple or an orange. It's mostly an orange, or guava, or any kind of a fruit, or watermelon. I love watermelon. Any kind of a fruit that keeps me full for like at least an hour and a half during my classes. And the thing is, when you eat fruits, they are very low in calories. Very important tip. Did you know that cucumbers and carrots are like high volume but very, very, very low in calories? Around like 100 grams of cucumber has only 16 calories. And one cucumber makes you feel half full. Just consume a lot of fruits and vegetables, carrots, cucumbers, capsicum, jalapenos, anything that you want to add to your food, and you will be half full, and you'll end up eating less carbohydrates. The sixth tip is planning your meals and your day. Planning your meals is very important because I'm a South Indian, and before my weight loss journey, I would just have a normal like rice for lunch and like upma, poha, idli, everything for breakfast, and my dinner just the same things. 6 months late into my weight loss journey, I realized that you actually have to take in a lot of protein, and I started adding like more protein. When you plan your meals and your days, you don't really end up eating more than your calorie requirement, and you make sure that every meal has a certain amount of protein, certain amount of fiber, certain amount of probiotics and your carbohydrates. So that way you can also save up if you know that you have a dinner or a lunch that you're going to be going out with your family or your friends. You can eat in a deficit the entire week, and just one time you can eat outside, but you just have to be in a little control. That way it helps you stay consistent and also helps with your cravings for junk food once in a while. The seventh tip is walking for a minimum of 10 minutes after every meal. If you walk for 10 minutes after every meal, it does not spike up your blood sugar levels, and the food that you have eaten does not get converted into fat easily. I have a minimum of 10 to 15 minute walk after every meal. Once I have my breakfast, I walk for a little while, then I get on my vehicle to go to college. When I have my lunch, even though all of my friends are sitting together, I make sure that once I finish my lunch, I take a quick walk across the campus and I come back. That way I don't really feel that full. When you nap after your food, it gets converted into fat very easily, and that is kind of hard to get rid of. The eighth tip, and this is the most important tip and what has helped me lose a lot of weight, it is intermittent fasting. If you do not know what intermittent fasting is, it is a way to lose fat or weight where you eat for a certain amount of hours and you fast for a certain amount of hours. I am following the intermittent fasting ratio of 16:8, where I eat all my calories that is required for my body within 8 hours, and I fast for 16 hours. I have my breakfast at around 9 a.m. in the morning. I have my fruit around 11:30 in the morning, and then I have my lunch around 12:45 1. Then I have my evening dinner around 4:30 or 4:45 or sometimes 4 in the evening, because I have to come back from college. I won't be able to eat in that time period. So sometimes I do eat a little bit early. At first you might feel hungry, but gradually your body gets used to it. When you are going to be on an intermittent fasting, it is very important to consume the amount of calories that is required for your body. I'll tell you something, when I started intermittent fasting, I thought that if I just eat very less calories, I'll lose weight very fast. But little did I know it would cause a lot of hair loss, and I had actually become like really physically weak for 2 months, even though I had been like working out and everything. There was just like my face had glowed down. I was just tired. I thought that if you just eat lower calories, you're going to lose weight, but in the long run it's just gonna make you suffer. For 2 months I suffered a lot. I had a lot of hair fall, and now it's like my hair is growing back. I'm getting into control of that. If you are gonna be in your intermittent fasting, make sure that you have your calories required for your body. If you're doing a calorie deficit, the amount of calories that is required for that, please have that. And you're going to be seeing changes very quickly with intermittent fasting. That way you are not really cutting down on any food. It's just that you're just going to be fasting. However, there are times where I go out for dinners, where I go out for lunches. I have food. I have eaten food at like 1 a.m. in the night when I'm on sleepovers. I have eaten food like at 7:30, 8 in the night sometimes for a few days. I have been on vacations, but it's just that I make sure to balance my meals a few days after that. Oh, and also one more tip. When you go for a vacation or you just have a heavy meal, do not stand on the weighing scale right after your meal, like the next morning. If you have had a heavy dinner, don't stand the next day. It's just gonna be the water weight. Just wait for 2 days, your weight will go back to normal. Don't feel demotivated at, oh my god, I stayed consistent throughout the entire week, but then I just had one meal and I'm already 1 kg up. You are not 1 kg up, you have lost that fat. It's just the water weight that's there in your body which will eventually go away. And sometimes you'll also see that you would have lost more weight than you thought you were going to be gaining. So miracles do happen, guys. The ninth tip is having a few homemade drinks that really help you in your weight loss journey. So I have 3 drinks on a daily basis. One is amla water, and this organic drink called as Solkadi, and the third one is jeera and turmeric water. I'm going to be putting the recipe for all of these drinks in the description down below, so you can follow that as well. Amla water I started drinking since the year started, that's January, and it really helps with hair growth and clear skin. So I had a lot of hair fall and I've started to recover from that. Just make cubes out of it, put them in your ice tray and put it with warm water or hot water in the morning. Just have it on an empty stomach before your breakfast, and it will help you in many ways. Solkadi, I am not really sure what it does, but my aunt has been having it for like years, and she suggested me to have it. A little bit of it I put in warm water, and I have right after my breakfast. And in the night I have turmeric and jeera water. So turmeric and jeera water works like magic. I'm not even kidding. I have been on a vacation for like 4 days recently in December, and I had no diet plan, no workout for 4 days. I ate a lot. Like I've eaten like a proper breakfast, lunch, dinner, and that too no intermittent fasting, nothing. But I made sure to drink my turmeric and jeera water every night. When I came back, I had actually lost weight and never gained it back. Jeera and turmeric water also helps reduce bloating, and it also really increases your metabolism. The 10th tip is having at least 2 to 3 liters of water every day and eating your meals in a proper proportion. Proportion eating is considered very important because you need to be eating the right amount of carbohydrates, protein, fiber and probiotics that is required for your body in every meal. And since I have started my weight loss journey, I have a specific bowl, and since I eat like upma, poha or shawge or anything of that sort on a daily basis, I just put that, and I add tofu to every meal. Tofu is my best friend, guys. Tofu is literally on my every meal. I make sure to put it with upma, idli. I don't care how it tastes. It actually doesn't taste that bad. But I make sure to get my protein in, as well as just have my home food as well. When you have protein rich meals, you are fuller for longer and you don't really end up munching on anything, and it helps you stay consistent on your plan. Drinking 2 to 3 liters of water every day is very essential because you need to keep yourself hydrated so that you're not very drained out throughout the day. And drinking water also helps your skin and like your overall body a lot. It just cleanses your body and gives you a lot of benefits. So yes, please drink up your water. So for a conclusion on this video, let me just say that if you are a person who is trying to lose weight and you think that you can never do it, or you're like, I'm just meant to be this way, trust me, it is worth it. It just requires a little bit of discipline, a little bit of consistency, and you are good to go. It takes time, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, it takes a great amount of change in your mindset. But once you see that it gives you a lot more happiness than the pain that you are getting, you'll just see that you just want to do it a lot more to reach the greatest extent of yourself. I just hope that if you are a person who wants to make a change in yourself, you get a few tips from this. You can also one day probably look at yourself a few months from today and be like, I was glad I started. Yeah. So it's a very emotional journey as well, but I mean, everything takes time and you just have to know that everything happens for a reason and one day you'll achieve your dreams. So on that note, I'm gonna be telling bye bye to you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.